Hi, I'm Rahman Junaid, a founder and chief researcher Hurun India. I'm in the beautiful city of Hyderabad today, and I'm meeting some of the top entrepreneurs in the city. And it's my honor today to discuss with you a story of one of the most inspiring stories that I've come across in recent times. This is Mr. Srinivasa Reddy of Optimus Pharma, a solo founder, founded the business, built it, grew it, had a private equity participation, now giving back to the ecosystem, investing through his family office and so on. These kind of stories are very exciting from a Hurun's perspective of those kind of entrepreneurs who would take the country forward. Mr. Reddy, welcome.
Thank you.
And thanks for the time today.
Yeah.
So great. I think I did give a brief introduction about you, about your story and what you've done. And then we did have an initial chat about how you were building the business. You were a solo founder, and challenges faced by a solo founder is very unique compared to those faced by companies with multiple founders. You're a bootstrapped company. I mean, that's also quite exciting. Bootstrapped pharma company. Yeah. Very exciting. So I would love to hear from you about how did it all began? What made you, what is the story? How did it all began? What is your family background? And how did you think about becoming an entrepreneur?
Yeah. So you, first of all, thanks for coming and taking this concept. So what I want to say that, initially, basically I'm a PhD in organic chemistry. So initially I worked in a couple of companies in India and Europe. So I've seen during those days, I've seen some vacuum, because India is still not geared up to reach, to provide the complex molecules, like, complex chemistry. Still there is plenty of opportunity. So that's attracted me to come back to India and then started my career as an entrepreneur. So initially we took more of the CRO model. So we used to develop and
CRO, the full form is?
Customized research solution.
Okay.
So we used to provide, the custom synthesis products to the various customers. But slowly I've seen a lot of opportunities in the generics as well. So I moved into the generics, and that's how we just started manufacturing of. That's how it's founded Optimus Pharma. So,
okay.
Yeah. So it's 2005 we registered, but practically we started our operations in 2006.
Yeah.
So then onwards, we are keep on growing. So company is growing every year with a 20-25% CAGR. So yeah. Some past.
Yeah. I think we touched upon this topic during the initial discussion. So you're a solo founder, which means it's a double-edged sword, right? Get back to a comfort zone. If you're making enough money, net profit, you have cash, if you have a good lifestyle, you can get back to a comfort zone. Or you have to be extremely passionate about building the business and growing it. And the only person accountable from your standpoint, from a shareholder standpoint, is you.
Yeah.
Right? So what was your motivation? How did you build this into a massive double 1,000 crore company?
I can say it's all self-motivation. Self-motivation you can get by seeing, your company is growing, like your baby is growing.
Yeah.
So how you feel. So similarly, when I started a company, so I thought that, just I have to make sure that justify the career growth of our people. So that's all, motivates.
People, your team is your main
team.
thing. Yes.
So end of the team is trusted Optimus and they joined with Optimus. So we have to provide them the better career opportunities through this company. So that's how we started our journey. But it's all passion. Always when you see some innovation, it's all gives you a good kick and to take to the company to the next level. And you're providing, end of the day, our field, we are providing the medicines. So which is a healthcare, for the many people. So providing the quality medicines will give you the good satisfaction. And if you, for example, most of the times we used to handle the shortage of medicines. So when we work on the medicines which is shortage for the patients, and if you are a part of the journey to provide them the quality medications at a short time and to avoid these shortages, so that gives the good satisfaction. So it's all these are multiple such kind of things, make us to grow further and to keep driving this company further.
So what I hear is money is never the motivation. It is basically you have a team who has trusted in you, in
Yes.
your vision,
Yes.
who wants you to build a great enterprise,
Yeah.
and you are sort of giving it back to them
Yeah.
by pushing the company further. We had
So
a
that
very,
is the motivation. Yeah.
yeah, and we had a
That
very
is the motto.
interesting, and we had a very interesting discussions a few minutes back where you said, unless and until a company grows, you cannot provide to your team.
Yeah. That's
So
true.
that was like a self-fulfilling
Yes.
sort of
Yeah.
target and yardstick that you had.
Otherwise, they will not get opportunity to to learn and grow themselves
Correct.
also. So unless until the company grows.
And second, what you said is basically the very fact that you can provide quality medicines
Yeah.
impacting the life of people. I mean,
Yes,
these are the
yes.
two
Because,
motivations.
see, everybody is providing medications, but providing the quality medications, the products is very important in this field. So that's why we took that, the kind of concept from the beginning. We always come up with, if you look at, we have a very, very less instances and anything on the quality. So,
Amazing. Okay, next question. So when you started the business, 2005 is when you had the idea. 2006 you would have possibly incorporated the business, and 2008 is when you really
yes,
made it
get into the
functioning like
commercial production.
commercial production of these. What is the initial target that you had when you built the business? What is the kind of numbers that you had when you started?
Yeah, see, always we have the reachable targets. Like, for example, initially I thought of, taking the company to the 100 CR.
Yeah.
Then after that, we modified to 300 crores company. So it's all like that. So every time when you achieve the targets, so you set up a new targets.
Yeah.
And we will make sure that again it's achievable target and we can able to reach there within a stipulated time. So it's like that.
Yeah. And what is the role of debt in your business building?
Yeah, so that is one area I can say that we never depended on any institutions or banks, because we are a bit conservative company, because I don't have a much knowledge on that part, because I don't want to have unnecessary stress on taking the debt and to go into the some other issues. So always we work conservatively, we generate and we invest. So like that till recent, even till today, our company is cash rich and we never depended on any banks or institutions. But yes, I think for the statutory purpose, we take some loans.
Cool. So I
Yeah.
think we covered quite a few topics. One point I want to ask you was, when you started off the business, what were the challenges faced? Just explain to me, what was your family? Were they into business earlier?
Yeah.
Or were they professionals? Could you, so were you like the first entrepreneur from your family?
Yeah.
Could you
Yeah, actually, see, my father is a state government employee.
Okay.
So you can say that we came from a middle class
Yeah.
family. But becoming an entrepreneur is, I can say, is quite accidental. So when during my career, I got some opportunities to
Yeah.
deal with other entrepreneurs, so that slowly, it's attracted or motivated me to become an entrepreneur.
Okay.
So that's how. And yeah, initially, that we started with very small finance. That's what I said. We started from scratch.
Yeah.
So that finance is also whatever I earned during my career. I invested that as my principal initial investment, and from there onwards we keep on growing. So,
Yeah. So, which means you never had anybody to really go and ask for advice when you face business challenges initially.
No. It's not like that. I have a couple of
Mentors.
people, mentors.
How important is the role of mentors in building a business?
Yeah, it's very, very important, because these mentors will give you a lot of I think case studies. See, for example, during my thought of business, although I am treating with a lot of customers and a lot of vendors, but few of them is very close to me and they're acting as a well-wishers to me. And they given a lot of good advices. For example, this is what are the don'ts, what people made a wrong, what people made a mistakes, what people did a good success stories. These are all, will give you the good idea that where we need to play around.
Okay. And the acquisition. by the PAG group and
Yeah.
to their pharma vehicle,
Yeah.
right?
So the idea is that I never founded this company to run as a family-owned company. So I always have a thought process to let's make a very professional and sustainable company. So it should not depend on the purely in the 100% on the promoter driven, or maybe if promoter is not there, the company cannot able to move further. Or maybe I want to avoid the key man risk. So that's the idea. So initially we diluted this company with a strategic investor. So I think when the company was at 400-500 crores, we invested with them. So company has grown even with that acquisition. The dilution of the small minority percentage is also helped us company to get a lot of corporate governance. So we get a lot of additional advantage from the partner. So the company has grown to 3x.
How much did you dilute then? The first round?
20%.
20% diluted and took capital.
Took a capital and I used for the growth of the company.
Okay.
And the second dilution is happened almost 70%.
Yeah.
So this is the private equity partners,
Yeah.
and they wanted to run the company to take it to the next level.
Yeah.
So that's why I given the management control to them, because I also wants to see this. The company should run without me. So that's my concept.
Amazing.
So that's why this entire 1,500 employees and even the employees which keep on growing is also can sustainable without depending on because they have seen me from a 1 crore company to the 1,500 crores company. So you see during this journey, you see so many instances. Everywhere they feel that okay, so I'm only the driving force, but it's not like that. There is a team behind this, and the team is also capable of handling this. But they have to manage by themselves. So that's my concept. So that's why I ask. Even this private equity partner is also interested to run by the professional management. So we just trying to.
So one question I have, let's say a young entrepreneur who's let's say turnover of 20-25 crores, solo founder, bootstrapped, right? And maybe is 35-40 years old. What will be your advice to him, basis your experience?
Advice in terms of?
This capital. Would you advise him to take some money, dilute some minority stake to get some corporate governance?
Yeah.
Because your principles, right?
I can say it depends on company to company. See, for example, if it is a technology-based company and where he's getting a good technology support from any strategic investor, it makes sense for him to get diluted and he can able to, get the upgrade his technology and he can able to see the company growing much faster. Similarly, whether the company is purely the technology based and they don't have any commercial knowledge and they need some financial backup, so it makes sense for him to dilute for these two areas. So it's like that. See, it should be complementing to each other. So if you dilute anything, it's not purely for money. It should be complementing to the growth of the company. Then it makes sense.
Got it. And also your wider point, which is to sustain the company beyond your lifetime. It's
after reaching it's sizable. See, you cannot say 25-50 crores to sustain. See, it has to be sustained. It cannot be, get a fully acquainted with all this. So when the company reaches to the, as you said, mid-corp, when mid-corporate like more than 1,000 crores, 1,500 crores, then it is having aim to become a 2,000, 3,000 crores. Yes, you need to have that bandwidth.
Okay, interesting. What life do you enjoy the most? Before acquisition or after acquisition?
Yeah, before acquisition, I enjoy most on the product development, the strategy, how to come up with the new solutions. So all this is my enjoyment at that time. But after the dilution, I'm enjoying more with, I got a lot of time to spend with my family, parents, and a lot of friends, and a lot of social connects, which is not there before. And of course, I used to, I expanded my hobbies like cycling. And
you said you have an interesting hobby, where in whichever place you go to, you collect a stone from that place and you take a photo. And what is that?
That is, yeah. See, I don't know. Some people collect the coins and some people collect. So I just thought that, see, I'm stepping in so many places in the globe. So why can't you take some small memory from there? So that's how I just started collecting the stones and Just and I take the picture of that place and to make sure that future I remember that where did I collect it. So that's a kind of collection from the from different parts of the world.
Okay. You're also on the board of this pharma vehicle segment ventures.
Yeah, segment.
How do you see the pharma industry in India growing?
Yeah, pharma industry in India is going to grow for the next 10-15 years. That's what my feeling. So, but at the same time, we need to get the accountant with the world. I think the global requirements. So I can say that so it is going to grow a few areas almost 2x or 3x.
Okay. Let's say if I segment the pharma, right? API is there, generics, then contract.
Yeah.
What area?
It's all I can say pharmaceutical products.
Yeah.
Again, backed by these APIs and any the packaging materials and on the other side intermediates, and there are so many parts of become pharmaceutical. So I can say this every field is having a chance to grow because many of the contract manufacturing, the India is becoming a hub for the contract manufacturing. So
Correct.
Where you see a lot of potential scope to
contract manufacturing. Okay, interesting. Okay. What about this patent-driven, like Natco Pharma, for example, companies like that, right? How strong is India when it comes to having indigenous patent?
Yeah, India is the patent respectable country since many years. So every country there is some patent challenges, which is all quite common. But in any of the India is very highly respectable in terms of protecting the patents.
Okay. Next question is, you've had exit. I think that's in 2000. Is it in public, the value?
Yeah.
So what is it?
2,600 is the pre-money valuation
Of the exit?
Yeah.
So which means, I'm assuming you were a very frugal founder and you've been very careful about how to spend money and so on. Now the wealth has come to you, right?
Yeah.
What does wealth mean to you? What is the definition of wealth?
Yeah. So wealth is, you have to define wealth in several ways, but wealth is giving me opportunity to explore more new areas. Like, of course, it may not be related to my field, but I'm entering into the other sectors to understand and to see what really I could able to grasp and find something. So
this family office that you're doing, it's going to be investing.
Do you
have any investment thesis in mind or anything that you have in mind?
Yes, I think, the idea is that, of course, protecting the capital, I would like to find opportunities to encourage few startups. Similarly,
any specific sector?
And that's what I say. It's all different sectors.
Got it. Sector agnostic.
I cannot restrict to the only one sector. But wherever the innovations are happening in the startup space, I'm spending more time to understand that and to encourage them. That is one part. And apart from that, we are doing some major investments also in other areas.
Other areas for outside of pharma.
Outside pharma.
Okay.
So pharma, we are not doing it.
Okay, let me ask you, what is the sector that you like other than pharma in India?
I like a defense sector.
Oh, defense is interesting. Okay.
Which is doing very good actually right now. And I feel that there is a lot of scope to grow further in the next 10 years.
Correct. What is your daily routine before acquisition and after acquisition?
Daily routine is almost I spend 10 to 12 hours almost,
At work.
More than 10 hours only for the business, only for the office and related to my business.
Yeah.
But now after I'm spending only a very limited time on to exploring all these investment opportunities, the finding this thing, and even of course including my, I still not completely detached from my farm, so I'm always connected to the company, but at least in a strategic level and some advisory level. So I'm spending very 4 or 5 hours for the business or work, and 4 or 5 hours for myself. Like some kind of hobbies, like goal for maybe cycling or maybe some workouts or maybe so it's all health related, some spiritual like yoga, meditation, all this, and some socials, friends, family.
And last question, what is your idea of philanthropy?
See, that is very important. That's also again give you, you got all this from the society from nothing, right? So you have to give back some or other way, but make sure that whatever you are providing, it should be utilized
Are
properly.
you active in philanthropy?
Yeah, we're just doing a philanthropy. I'm doing philanthropy from the
Since beginning.
since beginning, but now I increase that. I wanted to make it as some kind of constructive.
Great. I think, thank you very much.
Yeah.
It was lovely talking to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you
for
very much.
joining me today. Yeah.